All right, so I'm gonna head down to the basement next. Again, this is accessible from the kitchen right next to the fridge. You've got access to this staircase leading down. A little bit on the steeper side, and you've got a headroom issue towards the bottom 2 steps here. As you can see, they've got this padding on the wall. You have to duck down a little bit to get down here. But once you are down here, it's good ceiling height. This is a finished rec room underneath and kind of off the back side of this staircase. So on the south side of the home. And you see they've got it set up here as a little TV watching area, rec room space. All this plumbing in the ceiling here is for the radiant heating system. I'll get you a better look at the boiler in a minute. As you can see, that's kind of a visual eyesore, and it's also limiting some of the ceiling height. So depending upon what you decide to do with the heating system long term, you may end up trying to do something different with this ductwork here. You got the laundry room right next to this space. Plenty of room. You got a utility sink, and obviously all the plumbing's set up where you need it. There's a drain in the floor as well. I don't smell or see any signs of moisture issues down here, which is good. And then next to this, we've got the garage. There is a step up in the concrete slab here as you get into the 1-car garage. And I would say it's a good sized 1-car garage, definitely plenty of room for storage, and you got their lawnmower and all their yard work tools and everything down here. Whether or not you'd actually park a car in here just depends on what type of car it is. And then you've got the unfinished space next to the garage. Again, good ceiling height. So you got your hot water tank and your archaic boiler. This thing is way past its life expectancy, and in fact, they've got a bucket that's collecting dripping water from it. So that's probably the first thing that you're looking at needing to spend some money on in the home. But if you want to keep the radiant heat, it should be plug and play to pop a new boiler in here. That's just a decision that you'd have to make. And there's some pluses and minuses associated with that, obviously. And they've got a little bit of storage underneath the staircase right there as well that I can't get you a look at because it's padlocked. But a good little workbench space, and lots of storage that they've maximized throughout the home, really. So that is the basement. There's no door to the outside other than the garage door from the basement. Given the grade level, I'm sure it's possible, but you'd probably have to have some steps down. So some of the plumbing you can see has been updated. Looks like they've just done spot repairs as needed. A lot of the electrical, they've got 3-prong outlets down here, but there's a lot of 2-prong outlets upstairs. I'll show you what I mean by that. So that probably means that you've got some knob and tube wiring still existing in the home in the areas that have not been remodeled. Obviously, I'm sure they did new electrical in the kitchen and in the bathrooms, but you can see the outlet here in the dining room, and then the living room. Throughout the main floor, you're mostly dealing with ungrounded outlets. So there are ways to remediate that without redoing all the wiring in the home, but it's just something to be aware of, and as it pertains to your plans for improvements with the place. So that was the downstairs video. Again, accessible from the kitchen right here.